Hey, wonderful. So just in a few minutes, we will have our speaker for the evening, a very, very special guest leading us in Richmond. So just give us a few more minutes and he will be here. Thank you.
Usually you have to do see on this also and see on that also. Second one also.
One more, okay.
Is it connected?
No, connected. Here.
Should I get started?
Yeah. This is this is too big a table. Okay, no problem. But I won't. Over. It's not recorded. I'll hold it. Not recorded.
Hello everyone. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Good evening. Namaste. And welcome everyone to this very, very special evening with a very special guest. And it's so enlightening to see so many young kids here, youth here, gathered here to hear from a very and for the second time in Richmond. We are delighted to have His Grace Radheshyam Prabhu. So let's welcome His Grace Radheshyam Prabhu. I love it. Clapping. His Grace Radheshyam Das, he is a very senior practitioner of Bhakti Yoga. He is based in Pune And he joined the International Society for Krishna Consciousness back in 1991. He is an IIT from Mumbai. Not just an IIT, but he's a co-evangelist all over the India. Very, very highly educated individual, but at some point of time in his life, in 1994, he decided that I would like to serve the society, I would like to serve and empower the youth by giving them the message of Bhagavad Gita. And since then, since 1994, over 3 decades, he's been traveling and giving the message and helping the youth, especially the youth. Today in India, over 20,000 youths, their lives have been changed, their hearts have been transformed by the pure message this Radheshyam Prabhu presents in a very, very unique way. And currently they are living a very, very pure, simple, yet very empowered life. Many of them are very highly qualified professionals, just like Prabhu, yet they have compassion in their heart and they are living a very, very simple and beautiful lifestyle which keeps them very happy. This is Radheshyam Prabhu after COVID. He also started traveling to US, and now he is traveling all over the US, visiting many universities, meeting with a lot of young people, and presenting the truth of life, various different ways we can be empowered, different ways we can be happy and successful in life. And today we have the good fortune of having his grace, Radheshyam Prabhu, here in Brisbane. So, without any further ado, today is a very, very special topic. We'll be talking about the willpower, how to develop the willpower. So, for next hour and a half, we'll have Prabhuji speak and give the presentation with some questions and answers, and then we have a delicious dinner for everyone. So, without any further ado, this is Radheshyam.
ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादि पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Welcome all of you. I'm very sure many young school-going children and their parents have assembled here. You would like to know how you can build your willpower and be focused and be determined in achieving your ambitions and goals. We need to know what is willpower and what is not. Both we will know. Once upon a time, a monkey made a plan that I'll keep upavas for one full day on some holy day. Upavas means fasting, you all know. He said that tomorrow I'm going to completely fast, not eat anything. The only mistake he did was he went and told all his friends that tomorrow I'm going to be fasting. He was just boasting. Before fasting, he was boasting about himself. Then one naughty monkey came to him and said, tomorrow if you're fasting, day after tomorrow you are going to be very weak. It's better that you pluck the fruits and keep it ready. So he went around plucking all the fruits and kept it all ready. Again he came to him on the day of the fasting and he said, you see, tomorrow you'll be so weak You won't be able to cut the fruits also with your teeth. Better you cut and keep it. So then he cut and kept it. Then after it became 10 o'clock, again the same monkey came to him and said, tomorrow you may think that you will not be able to even pick up the fruits and put in your mouth. What if you die tomorrow? The monkey became afraid. What do you think I should do? He said, better to keep it here, up and above and below. And then after you fast, you can eat it tomorrow. But keep it here so that in case you cannot lift it, it's better to keep it here. All of guess what must have happened. After it kept it in the mouth, do you think he can continue to fast? No, that was the end of his willpower. So here is the example of somebody who lacks determination. One time in India, there were 5 students climbing up the Tirupati hill. You heard of Tirupati? In Andhra Pradesh. So they were climbing the hill. One friend was telling his other friend, you see, you are not going to climb the whole route, you see, because you are a little lazy. So this fellow said, no, no, wait and watch, I am going to climb. Then after he went a little distance, a car came on the way and they said, we have a place for one boy. Anybody would like to come with us? Immediately that fellow sat in the car and went up. So many times you all may have experienced that you make a plan, but you don't stick to the plan, you buckle after a while. How many of you have this experience? You have the experience? Yeah. It's very easy to make a plan, but we are unable to execute the plan because we lack willpower. You all know the story of the tortoise and the rabbit. Why did rabbit lose? Was he incompetent? What was his problem? Yeah? He was overconfident. He was overconfident and slept off on the way. So in this world, beginning is easy, giving up is easy. But persisting is not easy. Like it's very easy to begin any work. You go on January 1st to any of the gyms, you will not have any place available there. So one of my friends went to a gym and said, oh, today I'm frustrated. Today is the 1st January and there is no place for me to practice. The gym owner told him, don't be so frustrated. Come after a week. Most fellows won't be coming again. So people take new year resolutions, but they don't keep it after a week or two. Making plan is very easy. What is difficult? To execute it. What does it take to execute your plans? Yes? What does it take to execute your plans? You need the determination. You need the grit. You need the willpower. That's what we are going to discuss today. How do we build it? So let us go with this first question. How is your focus on your academic duties? Look at these students, how they are attentive. Huh? Are you attentive like this? Check yourself. You can be physically present, mentally absent. Because your mind may be elsewhere. You will see, for example, you may be physically present, but your mind is thinking about something about yesterday or something about tomorrow, then we may not be present here. One can get drifted away by the smartphone. Look at this classroom. Poor teacher. Huh? So, this is one of the top-notch distractors of today, due to which most students are not able to focus. You see, focus requires concentration, like pouring oil from one bottle to another. If you look here and there, the oil will pour outside. Similarly, it's like welding a rod, you see. It requires concentration. Or this is Arjuna, who could hit the target successfully because he didn't see anything else. Then his Guru Dronacharya asked him, what do you see? Others told him, we see the tree, we see the branches, we see other trees. But Arjuna said, I don't see anything other than the eye of the wooden bird. He hit it straight. So, which means he was very focused. Here you see, if a magnifying glass is held at a certain place, it's the focal point, is the point where it burns the paper or cotton. Or even if you put a paper on the top of your house on a hot sunny day, can the sun burn the paper? No. Why? Sun is so hot, why is it not able to burn the paper? Yeah? Yes? Who is answering? Somebody is raising the hand. Yeah, yes? Ah, yeah, that is true. But sun is hot, why is it not able to burn the paper? What's your name? Pranav. So Pranav, sun is so hot, still why is it not able to burn the paper? You said that magnifying glass is not there. But even otherwise, is it not hot enough? Yeah? Ah, what's your name? Huh? Vivan. Vivan. So Vivan is saying the rays of the sun are all diffused here and there in all directions. It's not focused at one point. When it is focused, then only it can burn the paper. Is that clear? For example, if you're sitting in a classroom, you're thinking about, somebody is playing football outside, or somebody is singing a song, or you're looking at the mobile. The mind is diffused in different directions. You cannot pay attention. All of you learn this first lesson. Think about it. One thing at a time we should do. What you should do? One thing at a time. Sleep while you sleep. Eat while you eat. Similarly, when you're sitting in the class, give undivided attention to the teacher. If you do one thing at a time, you'll be able to accomplish anything in this world. So, this is one very essential qualities of very great toppers. If they take a thing, they will fully absorb themselves in that. Concentration has 3 A's in it. I'll have to repeat this. Attention. Even before attention, first comes awareness. Okay. Attention, awareness, absorption. Can you repeat these 3? Attention, awareness. So attention, just now I spoke to you what it is. Awareness means how much aware are you the importance of the work that you are doing. What will happen if you don't study well? What about your future? If you think about it, then you are aware. And absorption means like a sponge dipped in water. You are fully absorbed. So these 3 put together is called concentration. So, like in Pune, we were making a temple. I just went around. I asked the masons, what are you doing? One mason said, I'm just building a wall, he said. Another mason said, I'm building some house or something, I don't know what it is. The third mason said, I am very fortunate in this life because I'm building a temple of the Lord. So out of the 3, who is most aware? First, second, or third? Third. Similarly, when you go to school, when you go to college, when you study a subject, why are you studying what you are studying? What do you expect out of it? So if one is aware of the goal, why am I doing what I am doing? Then it's called as a person who is aware. Then you give attention. Because if you don't give attention, say you're writing a competitive exam. If you don't study attentively, can you crack it? Is it possible? No. If you understand the importance of cracking the exam, then you're going to be attentive, you're going to be aware, and then you'll be absorbed. Absorbed means you become oblivious to what is happening outside. You just don't know anything else. Like when you're reading a book sometimes, you become so absorbed. Even if somebody comes and stands in front of you, you may not see them. So you can be so absorbed. So anyone who does like that, they actually achieve a lot. If you combine these 3, it's concentration. So this focus is like that. How is your focus lost? See here. Eyes and the ears are the 2 big distractors. You will see in many places when they put a song, you hear the song and turn in the direction, then you see the TV also there. Like in airport, you hear some sound. You see that, then you see the screen. So eyes and the ears are the 2 big distractors. So are you taking care of this too? Like you have seen in India, when they have horse carriages, they put like this. They put an eye blinder. so that the horse can go straight. Similarly, when I was studying in IIT, we used to have a cubicles. You know cubicles? Uh, so when I am studying, I won't have to see any other student. Me and my book, complete attention. Why do you have that cubicle blinded so that you cannot focus? And similarly, there should be no noise. In the library, we say silence. So any good work you want to do, like I do meditation in the morning, there should be silence. And there should be no other distraction for the eyes. If eyes and ears are taken care, any activity you wish to do, you can do very well. But if you're going to be careless about these two, you will see that you spend time, but nothing happens. Any of you have experienced, you open the book, even after 2 hours, only 2 pages are over. Anybody has experience? You experience? Nobody. Many are afraid to raise hand. But everybody knows that, isn't it? So here is an example of one Rohan. You see, he just started scrolling, Instagram in his study breaks. You see, then gradually he was glued to watching reels, uh, and then the challenges, everything, and eventually he got emotionally manipulated because he saw some of his friends are people putting likes, uh, and he started feeling jealousy. My friends are getting more likes than me. He became very restless. He started seeking attention. He wanted to play on his guitar and post it and see how many viewers will appreciate me. So he got into a comparison trap eventually. And then, whenever he had to study the school textbooks, he got bored. So to escape from the studies, he started watching Instagram. You see, this way, gradually, he had academic downfall. So he was earlier in watching, and eventually he became completely broken down. You see, so this is becoming a very common thing nowadays. And as you see here, there is something called dopamine. It means what? You get some happiness when you watch. Like many times mothers, when they go to kitchen to work, they give a mobile to the child. Just keep watching some cartoon. It's making noise and they watch the cartoon. It looks like something very innocent and time saving for the parents. But gradually the children become addicted to the mobile. I was going in a train in India. One child was crying. I told the mother, you see, when a child cries, you just shake the child. That's a habit in India. You just shake the child like this, he will become all right. Mother said, my child, if you shake, he doesn't become quiet. Only mobile is quiet. You're telling. Because the child has become addicted to mobile. Understand? So, in this way, it becomes a hook for us. You get a little kick in the beginning, and then that becomes addictive. So then your attention becomes very short. Why are we depressed sometimes? Why are we in anxiety? Because we compare ourselves with others. Anybody can tell me what's wrong with comparing yourself with your friends? What's wrong with that? Anything wrong? Or it's all right? Yeah? You can give a mic. Is there one more mic available? Let us hear.
You feel your life is unfulfilled, even though it is like really good.
Yeah. Correct. Very true. Yeah. So then how do you respond to your mind when the mind feels unfulfilled? Oh, my friend got A grade, I got a C grade. Your mind, you're feeling little left out and you're feeling unhappy. Yeah. Yeah. You feel like stress. Yeah, you feel stressed, surely. So at that time, what are we supposed to do? What do we do? Uh, so we just have to tolerate it, or is there a way out? Why we should not compare, I will tell you. For example, the jasmine flower, what is the specialty of jasmine flower? Huh? You know jasmine flower? What is specialty of that? It smells good, it's very fragrant. What is specialty of a sunflower? Looks good. Huh? Looks like this, shines very good. What is specialty of a lotus flower? Lotus has honey also. Huh? Many honeybees come and sit. So each flower has something unique. You appreciate that point? One flower is fragrant, one flower is beautiful, one flower has honey. Similarly, every one of you sitting here, you have something unique God has given you. When you think about that, you will not feel that stress which you said. Correct, no? Like you all know the famous story. Once the tortoise, found that the rabbit slept off, so he won. You know the game, correct? Slow and steady, win the race. But if tortoise tries to compete with the rabbit, rabbit never slept. What do you think will happen? Who will win? Which means fast and consistent will always be ahead of slow and steady. How many of you agree to this? You agree? The fast and consistent. Who is fast and consistent? Rabbit. And who is slow and steady? Tortoise. That means fast and consistent is always ahead of slow and steady. So what should tortoise do? Should he feel depression or stress or just live with it? You know what tortoise did? He thought very deeply about it. Then one day he suggested to rabbit, I would like to have the flag, the goal flag, ahead of the river. And rabbit didn't mind it. Rabbit said, keep wherever you want, I will always be the winner. So after the goal post was kept ahead of the river, the rabbit ran up to the edge of the river. Then he realized that I can't jump into the river. Who? Rabbit realized it. He just stood, he got stuck there. But tortoise slowly came and he dropped into water and reached the goal. So this time who won the game? Tortoise won the game. Because in water, who is the leader? Tortoise or rabbit? On land, who is the leader? This is called situational leader. Situational leader means tortoise has one ability which rabbit didn't have. Rabbit has another ability which tortoise doesn't. Rabbit has speed and tortoise can swim in water. So these are unique capabilities. Similarly, if you have a unique capability which your other friend may not have, even though he may win in some area, you cannot be able to win, but you will win over. When you understand the God-given gifts, then you have no reason to feel inferiority complex. Like, in the Panchatantra, there's a story of one lion who was sleeping in the morning hours. One rat was making noise. He was making noise. The lion got wild and caught the rat and roared. The rat was trembling and said, Sir, please don't eat me, don't eat me. The lion laughed and said, even if I eat you, you are not enough for my breakfast. You are so small. Get away from here. Don't disturb me, he said. And while going, the lion said, Sir, sometime in future I will be of some help to you. The lion said, you will be helping me. I am the king of the jungle. What help do you think you can give me? But it really so happened that one day the lion was caught in a net. And who saved the lion? Rat. Because rat has the special teeth God has given, which the lion doesn't have. Which means big and small have the potential to stand tall. Repeat. Who is big? Who is small? Both have equal potential, right? Lion can be king of the jungle, but rat can also save such a lion, king of the jungle. So in this way, in our Vedic literatures, it is said whether you are big or small, you should know that God has given you some unique ability. You have nothing to worry about, others having something else other than you. You are unique in your own way. They are unique in their own way. Don't compare. Comparison, this kind of comparison trap, if somebody falls into, then only they feel stress. Is that clear? Okay. So, yeah. And then there is moral impact, vulgarity, gossip, right? So many things happen in that fellow's life. So, how do you know you are addicted or not? Even when there are exams, even there is a homework to be done, even something very pressing, important thing, some people are unable to give up the mobile. Like this fellow has how many mobiles? 2 or 3 or 4? How many? There's three mobiles. I think he needs one more for the other year also. Isn't it? So you can see people can become very addicted. You keep on increasing number of mobiles, you see. And this girl is intelligent. She's saying no to it. So here are practical solutions which require actual willpower for you to do this. You see, keep a screen time audit. Don't use the first 30 minutes of the day when you get up. Don't immediately jump to pick up the phone. Don't do that. And also there are many methods like, forest Pomodoro methods by which you don't continuously use it. You give a break to it. Social media detox. Some people don't use it for 1 or 2 days a week. They don't touch it. Similarly, have some offline engagement. Like go outdoor and play. Don't be sitting with all the time watching the screen. Huh? And also, you don't have to give up, the smartphone and do nothing. You can replace it with something useful. Huh? Like in smartphone, also you can see some spiritual content, something which will be uplifting to you. I'm going to come to that point very soon. Huh? Everything depends on your association. Huh? See here, the picture you are seeing here. Here you see what type of friends you have. The friends who gossip, or friends who are watching all kinds of fictitious stories on the screen, or somebody just taking selfie. Now, what kind of friends you have? Are they doing something that is helpful for you? Huh? Are they uplifting? Are they degrading you? You have the choice what type of friendships you want to have in life. But good association can teach you good discipline. You see, what are good habits? You say regular exercise, healthy eating, reading daily, meditating. So many good habits. But one very important consideration students don't have, according to my understanding, is when you go to the school, you don't design your friendship. You accept by default. You know the difference between design and default? Anybody? What is the meaning of accepting friendship by design? Yeah? Designing your friendship means what is designing and default? Default means whoever comes your way, you make friends with. Designing means you pick good friends. What you need to do in life, you need friends who are very academically sound, who will help you study well. You need friends who are saintly in character, in good habits and good behavior. They don't get into, you know, dirty habits. So if you have such kind of friends, you pick up, identify, pick up, spend time with them. Eventually, you will become deep in friendships. Tomorrow, it's going to be very helpful. Imagine you have two friends. One is a spiritual friend, one is academically sound friend. On either side, you post them. You can keep away from all bad association very easily. Huh? But you have to pick such good sangha. So that's why I've written A. When I say A, association, it is not just the friends alone. Whatever books you read, huh? That's very important. There was one detective novel which gave ideas on how to loot rich people. Huh? So this novel became very popular, and 10 thieves were caught by the police who found out that they have used all the techniques in this book. That means people who read books, they eventually implement also what they read. So it depends on what type of books you read, what movies you watch. Uh, in my school days, some of my friends went for an Exorcist, one dangerous movie. I was about to go, but my good friend stopped me. So I didn't go. When they returned back, almost 5 years, those fellows suffered from nightmares. Night when they would be sleeping in the window, they would see skeleton laughing like that. They can't sleep peacefully. They became very skinny. Huh? And they went to several doctors, the parents took them because they developed phobia. And even to go to bathroom, they need mother or father to take them. They became so frightened. So, if you're going to watch horror movies or ghost movies, you're giving a bad input to yourself. What about music you hear? What type of friendships you keep? All this is association. The peer influence, up to the age of 11, 12, 13, maybe you are close to parents. After that, you go to school, you're going to make association with friends. So if you're going to have a wrong friends, it will lead to a downward spiral. Right friends, it will lead to inner ignition and growth. That besides peer association, think about who are your role models in your life. If your role models are degraded fellows, then we will also degrade. Role models are great leaders, like in India, Dr. Kalam, he was a great scientist, space research scientist. He was the president of India also. Yeah. He's a very smart fellow. So he says that in his college days, He made friendship with those friends who will not waste a single moment. As soon as there is a free period, they'll go to the library. They'll not waste time at all. And they will never gossip. They will talk something meaningful, fruitful. So you need to have role models. And also, like you all have come to this session today, we will be learning many things from the Gita also today, Bhagavad Gita. So when you hear from such kind of words of wisdom, like today I told you something about the inferiority complex, how one can very easily rise above it by understanding how God has created us in a unique manner. So when you go back, write down who are your 5 friends in your life and how are they influencing you. You can take help of your parents also if you want. And write down and see, are you benefiting, are you getting upliftment, are you going in a downward spiral? Check yourself. Here is the example, you see, Arjuna chose Krishna before the battle of Kurukshetra. Although Arjuna was depressed, crying Arjuna became confident Arjuna at the end of hearing the Bhagavad Gita. And Arjuna, who was dropping the bow down, he lifted the bow and emerged victorious, isn't it? See, this is Dr. Kalam I was telling you. He always chose friends with whom he had intellectual discussions, discipline, purpose, and no distraction. He says he actually designed his friends. He picked up. See, what he's joking about the friends, he's saying, cute friendship is when someone gets angry with you and says, I'll never talk to you, and later come back to you and just inform that I am still angry with you. What meaning of this? That means good friends will never leave you, and they will always be, even sometimes there may be a little strain with the friends, but they never leave you. They are your best companions. On the other hand, Duryodhana got a very bad company of Shakuni. And because of that, the whole dynamic, he was constantly toxic, filling his mind with toxicity, negativity. So, till now, two important things I have told you. We were discussing about how is your focus in your academics. Is it very sharp and concentrated, or are you getting distracted? So, and one of the top-notch distractors I told you. What is the top-notch distractor I told you now till now? Huh? Yeah, loudly. You have where the mic? Two top distractors. That is true. And another thing that distracts teenage youth nowadays, yeah. Phones, isn't it? Phones and social media, Insta and all those things, Facebook, Instagram, So, what is the solution I gave you till now? When you're getting distracted as a student, you're not able to focus. Some or other time goes away, time runs out, you're not able to focus. What all you think you can do, I told you. Anybody? Few, 4, 5 points, anybody remembers? Yes? Yeah? Meditation. She says meditation. I will tell more about that as we proceed further. Okay, meditation. What else? Yeah? Attention. Attention to your work in hand and then awareness of why are you doing what you're doing, where is it going to lead you to, and absorption, full absorption. Very good. So that was one thing I said. Anything else you remember hearing? Anything else? Why am I asking you this? Because if you don't register some things now when you're returning back, then what is the use of the seminar? Think about it, isn't it? You should grasp something which you can apply in your life when you go back. Yes? Any other solution you remember? I'll give the mic to her. Prabhu can give the mic.
Monitor screen time.
Monitor screen time. Very true. So keep a track on that and reduce the screen time. Don't get swallowed by it. That was
Play sports, other
outdoor activities. Yeah, instead of just sitting with the screen all the time. Thank you. Anything? Yeah, yes. Oh, that's the most important thing I've been elaborating. Choosing your company, association. So you should go by default or design. Design your association, I said. Just like, for example, when you all go to a clothes shop, You accept whatever clothes she gives or you pick? Huh? How many of you pick a cloth when you go to the shop? You pick because you pick what you like, correct? No? Similarly, when you know, in a festival or somewhere, you also choose, I like this item, I like that item, isn't it? So you pick. In the same manner, when it comes to friends, are you going to just blindly go and mix with anybody? Yes, what we should do?
No.
No. So how would you pick your friends?
You should not pick your friends.
But how do you choose your friends?
If they're studying good or if they're going to the library every day or
Good. Actually, one good thing she said. If they're studying and going to library regularly, then I'll make friends with them. Give her one applause. Very good. One good thing she has learned now. Huh? One good thing. What the other thing I said? One thing was this. Surely I said this. What is the other thing I said? Yes? If they don't waste their time, very good. That's also correct. And then yes? They're spiritual. Very good. Give him applause again. I'll go second. Because if somebody is spiritual minded, they will not get into bad habits. Huh? There are many people who just drink, smoke, drugs, everything. They get into many dangerous things because they just don't know what happens when you put those substances into your body. So you have to be very careful in choosing your friends who will be uplifting. Thank you. So you learn many things. Now let's go to the second one. Is what you always like to do, what do you to do? It's my question to all of you. What do you think? If something you like to do, is it good for you to do always? You see here, this kid likes to play all day. Is it good for him? But see here, but mom likes to see me study all day. He says, I have to do both. He can play sometimes, but he has to study also, isn't it? Similarly, look at this fellow. Lost in smartphone last night. Next day, what he's doing is going and sleeping in the classroom. See, the teacher is waking up, clapping hands, and he's also clapping hands. See? And all are laughing. Huh? Isn't it? Huh? Eating for taste and eating for, although eating for taste, the crispy, junk food is very tasty, but it doesn't do any good to the body. It's very harmful. But eating for health is good. Similarly, entertainment in TV, he says it makes me cool. But when the exams come, he says I'm full. Because all the books are piled up. There's no time to study, isn't it? Because he was watching TV every day 6 hours. See? Say, snooze alarm, sleep in bed warm, she's saying. But then college is on, is gone, you see. So we need some friends like this to wake us up, isn't it? Huh? Some people sleep all day. Night also they sleep, day also they sleep. Huh? Catching extra sleep, you see. But if you sleep early, you can rise like this lady, you see. How quickly she gets up in the bed, you see. Huh? Early to bed and early to shine, you see. So what he's saying, gossiping is fun for me, but my friend is wild on me, she says, you see. But those people who gossip, they waste a lot of time, their own time and others' time also. Huh? But those who are good listeners, they speak less, but they learn more. Attentive. See, God has given you how many years? Huh? How many years God has given you? Ask Him. How many years God has given you? Yourself. How many years? How many ears? 2 years, yeah. How many mouths? Yeah. So that means you listen more and speak less. Huh? That's the correct one. So, gossiping wastes a lot of our time. If you listen more and talk less, you save time and get good rest, you see. So, nevertheless, although I told you, how many of you know the things that I showed you now? You know something is pleasurable and something is right. Most people go for which one? That which is pleasurable or that which is right? So, and which one yields result? That which is pleasurable or that which is right? But they are not able to choose what is right because of this. There's a battle going on inside our mind. The red one and the white one you see, there's an angel in us, there's an animal in us. The angel has to be nourished, an animal has to be driven out. Animal means instinctive pleasure. Instinctive means what? You instantly want some pleasure. You don't think about the long-term consequences. Like for example, you don't study well, now you can enjoy playing all day. But when examinations come, you suffer, correct? No? So, anybody who thinks of long-ranging consequences, here comes the most important point I'm telling you. If you can think about what will be the result of my behavior now, they are the people who can take the right path. So one fellow thinks, just do it. Another fellow says, look before you leap. Which one is right? Look before you leap. Right now? If you say just do it, then you have to just suffer it also. The results won't be good. So therefore, there's a battle in our mind. Let me tell you a story. In America, you hardly find anyone driving a bike. Most people go in cars. But one boy was driving a bike. He was having a cab. The cab flew off. Then he parked the bike on the side of the road and he ran to get the cab. While there were many cars to and fro going very fastly. So should he look at the cab or look at the cars? How many of you say you should look at the cars? Okay, how many of you say you should look at the cab? Nobody. So you understand the point. Huh? Because if he is chasing after the cab, what is likely to happen? There can be a terrible accident. He may even lose his life. Is his life important or the cab important? So if you go by reasoning, intelligence, uh, then you will look at the cars on either side. When there are no cars, then you'll go and pick the cab. If you go by the mind, you're going to be instinctively driven, you will run behind the cab and there will be a terrible accident. So mind goes by instinct and intelligence goes by reason. So out of the two, which one you think is better for us? Go by the pushings of the mind or the reasoning of the intelligence? I couldn't hear everybody say that. You should reasoning of the intelligence. Yeah, that means you should always reason out in your life, which is the best part. That which gives pleasure or that which will yield good in the long run. So therefore, there's a battle inside. Okay, how many of you have experienced that you know something is right, still you feel weak to choose the right? Uh, okay, you understand this point? Yeah. It's not that you don't know what is right. You know what is right. And that's where we need the willpower. Because sometimes even after knowing right, you are unable to choose it because we become driven by pressure. Like for example, say one day morning you decided that I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm going to study for my test because I have to leave home at 7. So I'll quickly take a bath, 5:30 to 7, I will study for the test. But then you looked outside the window, it is dark and it is very freezing cold. And in the room, everybody else is sleeping. So again, you cover with a blanket and go to sleep. And then you get up at 6:30, you get ready and go to school and you can't write the test now. So sleeping is pleasurable, but on a day of test, you lose the marks out. Correct, no? So one point you all understood well now. Don't go by the instinctive pleasures of the mind. Go by the reasoning of the intelligence. In a computer, the CPU is like the intelligence. And the mind is like a hard disk, you see. And the computer is like our body. And you, the soul, you are the operator. So you have both things with you, mind and intelligence. See, you see this? The yellow one you see, that's the real you. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that yellow one, the soul, which I have shown here, it cannot be cut by scissors. It cannot be burned by fire. It cannot be moistened by water. It cannot be dried by air. The soul can neither be created nor destroyed. The soul at the time of death leaves one body and occupies another body without it doesn't get diminished. The soul is an imperishable personality, which is you yourself. Every one of you sitting here, when you look into the mirror, what you see, that's not you. Who are you? You are resident of this body. You are not the body. You are actually residing in this body. Just like you see a car, the car is not the person. The car is the driver. The car is the external thing over the person who is driving it. So you are the driver of your body. How many of you understand this point? You are driver of your body. Understand? Okay. Now you, the driver, is given two things. One is the mind, another one is the body. Why the mind is given? You see, mind is for storing your desires, plans, memory. If you understand this, you're going to get very great help now in terms of having taking some control of your life in your hand. If you all are looking for gaining some control of your life in your hand, this is a very vital information. What I'm telling you now. Say, for example, I want to play piano. Where do I store it? Huh? Where do I store my desires? And then later on the desire will manifest how? I go to the market and buy a piano and I play with the body. So mind is like a microprocessor. Body is like a servo motor. You know that? Like servo motor, there are linear servo motors, linear or rotary. They are all movements of servo motors. And the mind is like the microprocessor where you write the program. So it depends on what you feed your mind, your senses are going to act accordingly. Like for example, one day I went to a student hostel. In one room, there was a boy worshipping Lord Krishna, Agarbati. And he had a Bhagavad Gita as it is on his table. I was amazed. Where did you get a copy of the Bhagavad Gita? He said, my parents are devotees. And I have been brought up in a devotee home, family. Very happy. I sat and spoke to him for a while. Then I went to the next room. There a boy was also releasing smoke. That was his first fellow was releasing smoke. Was releasing cigarette smoke. One is pure smoke, one is contaminated smoke. Why these two fellows are doing two different activities? One fellow's mind is divine, another fellow's mind is polluted by bad activities, which are very detrimental to health. Even passive smokers suffer. What is become active smokers? So, therefore, what you feed into your mind is a very important thing. Memory. Your mind actually, first thing you do is to absorb. Like for example, you see these five fingers. Similarly, eyes, nose, ears, tongue, skin. These are the five senses, sensory inputs. They go to the mind. The central one is mind. Mind is the central figure, leader of the five senses. Eyes, nose, ears, tongue, and skin. With this you feed. If you're going to take good input, you will also behave good. So it's called GIGO principle. Good in, good out. Garbage in, garbage out. Please repeat. Yes. So the first fellow had taken good in, so good out came. Correct? He got good things from the parents and teachers. The second fellow got some bad association, so he took garbage in, so garbage was coming out. So the mind is your hard disk where you are storing. So how many of you would want to make sure that your mind has good scripts so that you can lead a healthy and happy life? How many of you? Correct? Now you are understanding this point? It is ultimately up to you what you want to store in your mind. If you're going to keep your mind pure, you're going to be happy. Happy body, mind, soul. If you are going to store toxic things in your mind like Shakuni or Duryodhana, or you have seen Hiranyakashipu or Kamsa, they had toxic mind. Then they also suffered, they made others also suffer. But if your mind is going to be like the great, like Lord Ram, or you hear about Arjuna, the Pandavas, so then your mind is pure mind, then you can be happy yourself and make others happy, okay? See, here I have shown you two things. Yellow one is the soul, and covering the soul is the mind, which is the red one. See, innate qualities of the soul is divine. Like here, we are seeing so many of you sitting. Everyone is divine sitting here. Nobody is impure. Everybody is pure. But what is covering over you, the soul, the mind, that can be impure. You understand? Just like, imagine if one of you comes into this hall with the stinking socks. I don't say any of you did that. I'm just taking an example. If anybody came into this hall with a stinking socks, everybody will plug the nose and say, hey, who is that fellow stinking? No fellow is stinking, only that fellow's socks is stinking. So in the same manner, some people have minds which are not pure. Like they are angry, they are revengeful, they are greedy, they are hurtful to others. Because the mind is impure. So the good news for everybody is, even if any of us feel that my mind is not very pure, just as the stinking socks can be washed, our mind also is cleansed. And we will come to the point, how do we do that? But that's the good news. So you can remove the old scripts and put new scripts. Just like in a computer, if a virus came, you can delete the file, correct? You delete some files and put new files. You can do the same with your mind also. You'll see how. But why am I using the word acquired qualities? Can anybody tell me? One is innate quality of the soul. Why do I use the word acquired?
Everyone's pure in the beginning,
Yeah.
then they become corrupted.
Yeah. And when you say acquire, so acquire, what is the meaning of the word acquire? Yeah.
Gaining.
So you're gaining some habits, very good. Like here you see, this fellow, you see, he has gained the bad habit of laziness and overeating. How many of you feel he doesn't look like a fellow who will do good work, right? After eating, what is he preparing for? Sleeping, isn't it? Look at this fellow. You can't take any initiative. Look at this fellow. So these are all bad acquired qualities. You see? So he gets angry with everybody. So, like a mad elephant, you see? A mad elephant is crazy. You know, it topples the whole car. But a good elephant, you see, it can even draw an elephant. Elephant can draw elephant. You see? It is giving blessings, you see? You give a coin, it will give you a blessing. So, your mind can be like a mad elephant or a good elephant. So, which element you want to be your mind? You want your mind to be like a mad elephant or a good elephant? Huh? So for making a mind like a good elephant, you need to train the mind. Huh? You have to train the mind. It's a very powerful animal, you see. Our mind is also very, very powerful. Pramati, Arjuna says. So this fellow has not controlled his mind. Therefore, he's suffering. He's getting some suicidal thoughts, you see. He's going up. See, this boy is thinking now. Wouldn't it be nice to jump so I can forget my exams here? I can be peaceful, he's thinking. But what intelligence is saying, you see, it hurt a lot last time when you fell from the bed, my friend. Jumping from here could kill you. So that means intelligence goes by reason, mind goes by emotion, instinctive emotion. So you can see that we find many people committing suicide, even very rich people. That's because they cannot control their mind. So therefore, it is a very important point that we have to find out a way to manage our mind. Arjuna tells Krishna that mind is like a whirlwind. It is so powerful. I'm not able to control. Even Arjuna is saying that. And then that's why Einstein is saying what is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. Popular things are those pleasurable things which the mind likes, which are actually not good for us. And the right things are those which are identified by the intelligence with reasoning. So now we are coming to solution. All of you are ready for solution? I'm just going to give you 3 solutions, that's all. Let us see how you grasp it as we go. This is the first. You see, feed your mind with good, clean, pure, powerful and positive inputs. Lord Krishna is teaching Gita 2 techniques, feeding and fencing. You see, when you have a plant, what all you feed to the plant? Like you feed water to the plant, correct? You also feed manure. You feed the sunlight also. Or you put some insecticide, pesticide also you put to, nourish the plant. And how do you fence the plant? You cover with a fence around. Make sure no animal comes and puts them out. So you have to feed, you have to fence. Like for example, when you drink water, you make sure water is not contaminated. You drink pure water. When you eat food, you eat pure food. You make sure that it is going to nourish you. It's not going to harm you. So all of you, I'm sure, when it comes to eating, you are cautious. But nowadays, many people, even educated people, are not aware that when they eat, for example, people can keep for a week sometimes in the fridge. People only cook on Sunday. They cook on Sunday, the next Sunday they cook. They take out from the fridge and they heat it in a microwave. They eat it. It's not very healthy. Actually, microwave doesn't heat the food. Anybody knows the scientific principle how the microwave cooks? It just abrades the grains and produces heat. So it superficially cooks, but inside it is not cooked. Not very healthy. So if you are really intelligent, you always think about these things. What I am taking in, is it junk food? Is it good food? Is it going to nourish me, make me healthy or not? You go by the reason. Don't go by the instinctive emotion. Some people say, no, why do you say Swamiji like this? Microwave is so easy. We can cook it cool. You don't need any fire. You don't need any gas for that. Yes, it is easy, but don't go only by the pleasure of easiness. Think about what is healthy for you. Therefore, what to feed, what to fence. So, if your mind is healthy, then you can have a healthy body also. So, three things remember: association, Bhagavad Gita, 1 page a day, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Just one round a day. I will tell you about association. Already I spoke to you. A good peer support and a good role model. You need two things. You need peer association to encourage you, and a role model to get the strength from. We all need good role models to see that, oh, here's somebody who's good morals and values and ethics and spirituality that I would like to emulate. We have somebody to adore and admire in our life. So that is association. From those who are above you, you learn from them. From those who are with you peers, you take encouragement from them. For example, if your friends are getting up early, then you will also get up early. If friends are focused on study, you will also focus on study. If your friends are going to be playing all day, you will also play all day. Like we say, birds of the same feather flock together, we say. Parrots fly with parrots. Crows fly with crows, isn't it? Similarly, if you want to become good, you have to have that first one. Second one, so in association, you can cultivate a discipline. Now, what is the meaning of the word discipline? It comes from the word disciple. Like a guru and disciple, you say, no? Discipline means whether you like or not, hell or high water, you know that this is a very important thing, I'm going to do it. You don't go by the pleasure. Like tomorrow there is examination, your mind is not liking to study. What you should do? Should you study or not study? Study, correct, no? If there is exam tomorrow, you don't like to study. Mind says, no, I just want to play today. And that subject is boring for me. But you have to tell the mind, my dear naughty mind, you keep quiet now, sit and study now. That's called discipline. So discipline means doing the right, whether you like it or not. It is doing the right. And secondly, the Bhagavad Gita study, that is going to give you the ability to discriminate. Anybody knows the word discriminate? What's the meaning of the word discriminate? Yeah, what is discrimination? Give the mic to her.
Pushing people aside because they have different qualities than you.
Oh, that is okay. I'll explain that. Okay, so she's talking about discrimination and behavior and dealings, correct? No? The discrimination that I was talking about is the difference between what is right, what is wrong. Ability to what is good for me, what is bad for me, what is short-term pleasure, long-term pleasure. That is discrimination. How many of you are able to do this in your life that you know what is right, what is wrong? You're able to discern between the two. How many of you are able to do that? Almost 10 hands are up. So how will you know what is right, what is wrong? How will you come to know? In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna teaches, there are so many things given about what to eat, how to live, how our lifestyle should be, what habits we should have. You read Gita 1 page a day, that's all. Keep it a habit. You learn everything. Thirdly, the chanting I have written, which I was calling as a mantra meditation. I'll just show you about mantra meditation. However, are not as very profound. Spiritual disciplines recommend meditational practices such as silent meditation, silent recitation of mantras, and also the verbal repetition of specific mantras out loud. A clinical test of the benefits of mantra chanting was performed on 3 groups of 62 subjects, males and females of average age 25. They chanted the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 25 minutes each day under strict clinical supervision. Results showed that regular chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra reduces stress and depression and helps reduce bad habits and addictions. These results formed a PhD thesis at Florida State University. You saw that what he said when you chant Hare Krishna, what happens? He said, what are the 4 things which will be gone? He's saying, it reduces stress, it reduces addictions, reduces bad habits, and one more is a depression, I think. Huh? Is a depression. All these are driven out when you chant. How do we chant? Very simple it is. See, if you have a japamala, it is good. Even the fingers you can do. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By doing this, what happens? Actually, by doing this, those who are active, they will become calm, cool, collected. Those people who cannot sit in one place, they're always jumping here and there, they can sit and chant. You develop patience, you develop tolerance, you develop humility, you develop internal submission, you develop respect for others. All the good qualities will come. And you also gain concentration, focus. Because when you're chanting Hare Krishna, what are you doing? You're trying to hear the sound. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna says, Yato Yato Nishchalte Manas Chanchalam Astiram, Tadastato Niyamyata Atmaniya Vashamniye. As the mind goes here and there, pull it back and try to hear the sound. Again, mind goes, again pull it back. When you repeatedly do this exercise of pulling the mind back and concentrating, the same concentration will come in your academics also. The same concentration will come in your office also when you go. And therefore, you develop a very high ability to be attentive and be aware and be able to absorb and also discriminate between the right and the wrong. This chanting increases your determination and willpower. It's a great secret. Many people who have been, that is why you will see Dhruva, when he went to Narada, Narada told him, Dhruva, you want to attain the ultimate goal. You want to get a Dhruva Loka. For that, you will need a great willpower to worship Lord Vishnu. So he told him, you chant this mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That was given to him. The mantra is given, by repetition of the mantra, your mind is cleansed. Just like, think of a mirror which is covered by dust. You are not able to see your face. But when you take a wet cloth and wipe it, then it becomes very clean. You can see your face. So chanting also removes your anger and hatred and jealousy and revengeful thoughts and unhealthy comparisons, negativity, toxicity, everything is removed when you chant. And then you can see clearly, you get clarity of thought, see mental clarity you get, and by that prayer you get power. So, I already told this point, association of good friends uplifts you, and Bhagavad Gita 1 page a day gives you ability to know what is right, what is wrong, and chanting cleanses and calms your mind and provides you determination and willpower. So, please all of you repeat this, know the right, do the right, discipline the right. So, how do you know the right? You can know the right by Gita study. 1 page a day, I told you. And you do the right by willpower, which comes from chanting. And you discipline the right by good association. Huh? So these three, ABC. A for association, B for Bhagavad Gita 1 page, and C for chanting 108 times. Do these three things. These three things bestow you three distinct gifts for you. Huh? Good association will teach you good disciplines, good habits. And chanting gives you willpower and determination. And Gita study gives you the knowledge of what is right, what is wrong. Get these three things. I'm going to tell you in short story. See, this mother was looking at this boy, her son, who was always very naughty. He appeared to be polite to mother. Evening he will come at 5 from the school, and mom would tell him, Beta, today you sit and study. Come back after the games at 7 o'clock, and 7 to 9 you study. He would say, Oh, I'm coming back, I'm going to study. But he'll come at 9 o'clock back. And he did that for 3-4 months. And the mother became very concerned. One day she wanted to teach him a good lesson. So she took him to garden and she told him, My dear child, can you please pluck out these grasses? So he could very easily pluck out the grasses and gave it to mother. And she showed a sap of a tree. Boy twisted and turned it. It was very difficult. He uprooted it. And then mother showed a very big babul tree. Babul means a thorny bush. She asked him to uproot it. The boy said, I won't even try to uproot it. It has become so big, I won't be able to. The mother taught him a very important lesson. Bad habits, they should be eradicated early in the early stage. The early stage, they are very easy to remove them. But once they become set in our mind, later it becomes very difficult to say no to them. Like, for example, you cultivate laziness, it's very difficult to give up laziness. You cultivate scrolling Instagram repeatedly or watching videos or playing with the mobile. It's very difficult to say no to it. We get used to it, we get habituated. So this one lesson he learned. That means bad habits should be uprooted at the very early stage. Second thing she told her that the bad habits come on their own. You will see that bad habits, you don't have to cultivate them. Like if you see this tree, somebody has planted this tree, but the grasses around it come on their own. Correct, no? You will see that you don't have to separately cultivate the weeds. When you cultivate a crop, the weeds come on their own. Like for you to become lazy, you don't have to make a special effort. See, coming down a staircase is easy or climbing up staircase is easy? Tell me. Yeah. So degrading is easy or growing, in virtues is easy. Degrading is very easy, correct now. So therefore, she told him that bad habits come very easily. Then she showed a mango tree to her boy, and the mango tree had a lot of mangoes. The boy asked, Mom, how did such a big mango tree has come here? Did it come on its own? Mother said, No, I sowed the mango seed, I watered it, I grew it. She said, Good habits don't come on their own, they have to be cultivated. She said, like if you have to rise early in the morning, you have to make an effort. If you have to focus in a focused manner, study, you have to make an effort. If you have to win the sports, you have to practice. You can't win otherwise. Any competition, like you want to go for a Gita Shloka competition, you have to sit and study and memorize the shlokas. You want to be a singer, you have to practice singing. You want to be an instrument player, you have to practice it. Good habits won't come on their own. You have to cultivate, just like the mango tree. So the mom, she removed some mangoes and washed and offered to Lord and she gave it to him. While eating, the boy was very happy. He said, Mom, it's delicious. The mother told him, see, beta, this is very delicious. Similarly, you also have to cultivate your interest to study. Then only you will get delicious marks later on. So cultivate the good habit. Don't just keep playing all day, she said. So this story teaches a very important lesson for us about the habits. The bad habits are like weeds. They come on their own. And when the weeds grow very big, they are difficult to remove. So remove the bad habits, nip them in the bud. Three things Chanakya says you should nip it in the bud: fire, death, disease. If there is a spark of fire anywhere, immediately take an extinguisher and put it off. Otherwise, it will spread everywhere. Like one lady was cooking in the kitchen, the curtain was repeatedly flying in the wind. She was a little neglectful. when she went out here and there and came, the whole kitchen got burned down because the fire got caught in the curtain. So fire, nip it in the bud. Similarly, disease. Somebody had a corona in 2019. First corona goes and sits in your nose for 2 days. Then sits in the throat for 2 more days. And fifth day it enters into your lung. Then you'll have to spend a lot of money. Some people, even after spending money for oxygen, they didn't survive, they died. So, early stage, you should cure the disease, don't delay it. Fire, disease, death, they all should be cured early stage. Similarly, weeds also should be removed immediately. Okay, how many of you can think of some bad habits you have? No need to tell me, just think about it. But you feel that it is there with you and you need to remove. How many of you? Almost half have agreed. Okay. Okay. So when you go back today, think about it. What are the bad habits that I have, I need to remove? And also, how many of you already have an idea that some of the good habits that you wish to learn? Yes? Okay. So they have to be cultivated. They won't come on their own. So I told you about feeding. This is about fencing. Fence your mind from bad, unclean, impure, weakening, and negative inputs. See? These are the inputs we should. Can any of you give me an example for this? What is one bad you feel or unclean or impure input that you felt that I should guard myself against? Yes? What is it? In the mic? Yeah.
Like scrolling on social media, something I want to not do.
Okay. Anybody answered? You can tell me what it is. It's echoing here. What is it? Scrolling. Oh, right. Scrolling. Scrolling the mobile. Okay. Good. Give him an applause. He honestly told that. That's what we have to do. Good. Anybody else? Any other habit you feel you would like to fence from? Fence yourself from. Yeah? Anybody? Yes, loudly. Complaining about others? Comparing with others. Very good. I spoke about it at the beginning of the talk today. Comparing with others, we should not do. You can compare, provided you can take inspiration from those who are better than you. Or if somebody is inferior to you, you can help them. Then you can compare. Otherwise, if we are going to become jealous of somebody better than us, or we are going to ridicule people inferior to us, then we should not compare like that. Good. Give her an applause. Good. Thank you. Anything else? So like this, you think about it. What all you have to fence yourself. So this is the last one. Should I continue this last one? Another 5 minutes it will take. Should I complete it? Okay. See how to become focused in whatever I do. Please repeat this sloka. Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha guru nandana bahushakakyanantascha buddhayo vyavasayinam. So Krishna tells Arjuna that one-pointed intelligence is Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. It gives strong determination, willpower, unlike the scattered thoughts. I showed you the example of the lens, correct? No? Magnifying glass. This focus is the foundation of willpower. He says that. Look at these two pictures. See, what is the difference between the two pictures, the top and bottom? Yeah? Let us ask a student. Any of you? What is the difference? Yeah?
The one on the top, he's like studying, and the one on the bottom is like talking.
Yeah, the one on the top is focused in studying, isn't it? One at the bottom is distracted. See, she is looking at some other notebook. She is not focusing on her work. She got distracted, isn't it? So you will see that if you are going to be distracted by other things, our work doesn't happen. How many of you experience you open the computer to do some good work and the pop-up came and you got distracted and got lost? You experience of that? Isn't it? Yeah. So when you're doing a work, you can disconnect the internet or something so that you can first work. Later on, you can send all those mails or whatever together. The whole idea is do one thing at a time. Don't mix up things. One more verse. Bhoga Ishwarya Prasaktanam Tayapahkrita chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhir samadhau na vidhiyate. See, if your mind is always running behind luxury, parties, showing off, then your intelligence becomes weak and distracted, he says. You want to make your intelligence strong or weak? If your intelligence becomes weak, then mind will overpower your intelligence. I will tell you an example. In Pune, many years ago, I saw some small rat in our storeroom, kitchen storeroom. I told the devotees, hey, look at these rats. You have to remove these rats, otherwise they'll eat the rice and wheat and everything. Somehow they didn't pay attention. The rat started eating and became very big. They were calling it as a goose, they call it this much big. Huh? It became so big, almost size of a cat. One day when I went there, this big rat was running and the cat was running away from the rat. It became so big. Similarly, you will see sometimes, although the intelligence is superior, mind is inferior, mind is like a kid and the intelligence is mature, sometimes the mind will become so naughty if it is not trained. It can overpower the intelligence. That is why some of us said that, I know what is right, still I am unable to do. What is the meaning of that? That means who has become powerful? Huh? Mind has become powerful. Mind is overpowering intelligence. Therefore, we should not let intelligence become weak. And how does intelligence become weak? Two words is saying, Bhoga and Aishwarya. If you simply go running behind luxury parties, showing off, impressing other people. Huh? So he says, like, you look at the picture, you get an idea what I'm saying. But when you are free from such temptations, your focus and willpower naturally becomes strong. So then you get Vyavasaya Dika Buddhi. What do you think about it? Is in control or not? No control. This is the situation of most people nowadays. Huh? Horses are running in all directions. So here, this example, you see, the horse are compared to your five senses: eyes, ears, tongue, nose, and skin. And the roads are compared to your mind, and the intelligence is compared to the driver. And you, the soul, is the passenger in this chariot, and the chariot is your body. So try to understand this analogy. Our five senses, like for example, you are walking on the road, you see a shopping mall, you go inside, and then you find your purse is empty. You know, any of you have experienced that you went to shop and all the money got over, correct? No, people say no, stop and shop until you drop. So all money is finished. So because our eyes pull us, ears pull us, nose pulls us. Sometimes you go to eat something and you spend a huge money. So the senses are dragging us, but the mind is the leader of the senses. You see, I told you, mind is like this. The mind should control the senses, but mind can control senses when intelligence is strong. Otherwise, mind will go by instinctive pleasures, you see. So strengthen your intelligence. Anybody can tell me, till now you already learned it. How do you strengthen your intelligence? How do you make your intelligence very strong? Anybody? There's one hand up. Yeah, loudly. Give me the mic. Give the mic. This is not the IQ we are talking about. This intelligence is spiritual intelligence, ability to discriminate what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad, what is long term, what is short term. How do you strengthen your intelligence? Yeah. Study Gita, give her an applause. She got the correct answer. Very good. The study Gita is strengthen intelligence. You have an answer here, here. Here there's one. Yeah, here there's one more hand. She wants to say one more thing, I think. Yeah.
Study early, so you can first, what I'm trying to talk about is first just focus on studying, then talk about all the secondary subjects.
Yeah, she's talking about focus. Good, thank you. So, then why she said about focus, I think she's remembering this point because Vyavasayatmika Buddhir Ekeha Kurunatara. Krishna says one whose mind intelligence is strong, he can be very focused in whatever that person does. Huh? So we have to, that means the driver in this chariot should be made strong. Who is the intelligence? Then the driver can pull the mind and pull the senses. Huh? Like this. This is Upanishad. The soul will be peaceful. If the driver is weak, it will be like this. Here I showed you. If driver is weak, the chariots are, the horse in all directions and the soul is suffering, you see, this body. So, see this.
Why does discipline equal freedom? Because the more discipline you have in your life, the more freedom you will end up with. So if you lack the discipline to exercise and eat healthy, you will end up being a slave to disease. If you lack the discipline to work hard, save your money, you will end up a slave to finances. If you manage your time correctly, you will end up with no free time. Self-discipline. If you have the discipline to save your money and work hard and invest your money properly, if you have the discipline to manage your time correctly and not waste a bunch of time, if you have the discipline to exercise and eat healthy, you will end up with freedom. I know it's counterintuitive and it's contrarian, but I've seen this. If you want freedom in your life, you have to have discipline.
See, if you want freedom in your life, you have to have. He says. You see, if you see the garden, they trim it, then only it looks nice. Otherwise, plants grow in all directions, isn't it? Similarly, if you want to send a kite up in the sky, you have to have a spool. Gradually release. You don't just cut the thread with the blade and throw it in the sky. It will not go. It will get stuck somewhere. You need the discipline of slowly releasing the kite. So, in the road also, there is a traffic control. There is no control, there will be a traffic jam or accident, isn't it? So, everywhere there is discipline. Take a road traffic, take a plant, take a kite. Everywhere, even in a gas supply for the furnace also, there is a regulator. Everywhere there is discipline. So, discipline equals freedom, he says. So, here, you see, sit on social media, watch porn and laziness. Later on, your life will be very hard. But initially, you exercise, reading all these things you do, then you'll have easy life later. That means, look at this picture. So now you understood that? See, this fellow climbing up in the beginning, later on he's going to hit the target. Whereas the fellow who took an easy way in the beginning, he has a hard life later. Most people somehow cannot understand this. Like in the beginning of the year, you study well. At the end of examination time, it will be very easy for you. But people think, why to study now? There are no exams, people think. They always waste their time when they go to college or classroom and they can't understand anything. You want to say something? Yes.
What if both are easy and hard at the same time?
Which is hard. Actually, both are not the same. That's the difference between the two. See, if you see this picture, if you see the fellow first is climbing, it is hard for him. But if you accept that hard life in the beginning, later on it is easy life for him. So you study from the beginning of the year, at the end when the exam comes, it will be very cool for you. But if you don't study, see, earlier he was just playing games with video and everything, and then easy decisions he took, later on he is unable to climb. You're able to see that? This picture you see, he glided down, but now he want to climb up. Do you think he will reach it? Do you think he will reach? This fellow below? No, he won't be able to. It's too steep for him now. And this happens to many people. That's why I showed you this picture also. You see this one. See? So hard now, easy later, hard later. So success is a result of a disciplined lifestyle, unshakable willpower, and hard work. If we can take it lightly. So these are final takeaways. Association of Saintly, once a week, like you all have come for the program today. If you attend once in a week, this kind of program, you're going to learn many things. Then you can learn the discipline to do the right. Bhagavad Gita, 1 page a day, and know the right. And chanting Hare Krishna 108 times a day and do the right. And develop good habits and get rid of bad habits. These are the 4 main things I emphasize today. Okay? See, it's ABCD. You remember this? A for saintly, and B, and C, and D, develop good habits and get rid of bad habits. All right? Thank you. I'm completed now. I can take 5 minutes. I can take questions. 5 minutes. I can take questions. Okay. Any one or two questions I can take. I think. Anybody? If you raise the hand, Mike will come to you. Yeah. Yeah. What's her name? She's very brilliant. Asking, thinking. Sharda. Okay. Sharda. Tell me.
So, like, what did it was like, why, like, in the classes, you went, like, how is it like joining the game?
What is he saying? How was that? Oh, that. It's a very joyful life it is. Because if you follow all these things, you'll be the happiest person in the world. Huh? I am there in this moment for about 30 years. I joined it way back in 1994. So I learned all these things which I'm sharing with all of you. Huh? If you just implement this in your life, you want to be most happy? See, practice this. These 4 things I told you, see? You remember this? Good. Okay, yes? Yeah.
So, Krishna tells Arjuna to perform Swadharma without attachment to results. But how can one truly act without expecting fruits when human nature constantly desires outcomes?
Yeah, good question. You see, any student will tell you that if I'm writing examination, what's wrong with expecting good results? Like a lady is cooking in the kitchen, she can't just close her eyes and say, I don't care how the food comes, I can throw a lot of salt in it. No, she can't do that. She has to be naturally, concerned about the outcome of her cooking. But what Lord Krishna says, I will explain to you. When you are preparing for the exam, the thoughts of how the question paper is going to be, that anxiety keeps nagging in your mind. Is it correct or not? Are you the paper setter? Are you the paper setter, question paper setter? Are you the person who sets the question paper? You are not. So why worry about it, Krishna says? Because you are not going to set the question paper, somebody else is going to set it. Then why worry about it? It's not in your control. Correct, no? Similarly, after you write the exam and return home, until the results come, you are in anxiety. What the results are going to be. Are you the result producer? Then why worry? That's the point. You only worry about things which are within your control. For example, say today it's cloudy day. Your boy says, today it's cloudy, so I won't study anything. That means he's controlled by the external environment. Huh? So, but another boy, he said, if it is too cloudy, you just close the door, close the window, put on the light, and you study well. Huh? So don't, try to blame people or things on whom you have no control. That's the point of this. Karmanyeva adhikarastha means do what is within your control. Let me tell you a proverb in English. Do not allow what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. You understand this point? Do not allow what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. Because if you're going to allow what you cannot do interfere, your performance is going to reduce. Let me tell you 2 examples. One student is always worrying about the examination paper. And another student is focusing on studying well. Who will get good marks? One is focusing on studies. He is not worrying about things which are not in his hand. Is that clear for you? Is it clear? Thank you.
So you were saying like how we're supposed to study and that's all good. However, like sometimes I do actually want to hang out with my friends. We all have personal lives, but that's not just all of it studying, right? I mean, but like we can do this, right? Like and still we can follow this path.
Correct.
We can do that, right?
There is a time for everything. Huh? You see, there is a time for everything. Like there is a time to play, and there is a time to study. There is a time to exercise. There is a time to pray. There is a time to meditate. Correct, no? So you can have time for everything. At the same time, we don't want to indulge in those habits we don't, which we call as bad. Bad means what? Anything that spoils your body, mind, soul is bad. For example, somebody is smoking a cigarette or drinking liquor or eating drugs. And these things, if you put these substances into the body, they actually, scientifically, we can prove they damage the body. Like if you see tobacco, it causes ulcers. If you see liquor, it causes liver cirrhosis. If you see cigarette, it causes lung cancer. If you see a man who is constantly changing partners, he gets sexually transmitted diseases. So those habits which are harmful for the body, why should one go for it? One shouldn't go for it. Similarly, for the mind, if you're going to connect with those friends who are toxic friends, they will pollute your mind, then they will agitate your mind. So therefore, one should have friendship with those who are going to be uplifting, he said. So I agree with you. We all have time for our friendships also. Uh, you have time for entertainment, time for play. There is nothing wrong with that, provided you are also very balanced along with your studies and everything. Okay.
Keep a balance.
Correct. Yes.
How do we differentiate between focus driven by ego, like for power, fame, and money, and focus driven by dharma?
Very good question. Very good question. There are many people who are materialistic and have no clue of God or meaning of life, purpose of life, dharma. They have no idea. They are also working very hard and making a lot of money. Uh, but what the scriptures say, you can make money, but you have to follow the path of dharma. Like if you see Duryodhana, by foul means he cheated the Pandavas and drove them to jungle. But finally, he and his brothers were all destroyed. Ravana, by foul means, he stole Mother Sita away to enjoy himself, but he was destroyed. You will see that. So, Hiranyakashipu, he tortured his 5-year-old son. Eventually, he was destroyed. You will see in this world, if somebody walks the path of adharma, in the long run, they cannot flourish. They'll be finished. Let me tell you a story. There were two bakery shops. In this end of the lane, there was a devotee, one Hare Krishna devotee had a bakery shop. On this end of the lane, there was another bakery shop. So this bakery shop was making, monthly $10,000 he was saving, getting money. And this shop was getting $30,000. And people told the devotee, see, he is having a similar shop like you. He makes 30,000, you make only 10,000. Why is it so? Then the devotee found out in his shop, whenever there was a fungus in the bread, he would just brush it and sell it. This fellow. Whereas devotee, as soon as there would be a fungus, he would throw it in the dustbin. He won't feed it to anybody because it's not good. It's not healthy. So after a few months, suddenly some people got food poisoning. Then they were rushed to the hospital. One or two people died also. And the shop was sealed. Then the police came and sealed the shop. The shop came to be known as fungus shop. Nobody went there. Then all the customers from his shop went to devotee's shop. Now devotee was making $10,000. Now he started making $30,000. So he got success for a long time to come, whereas he got a short success. So what do you want? You want short success or long-term success? Then you have to walk the path of dharma. Is that clear? Thank you. Anybody else? Any other hand up? Okay.
So, like, if one person decides to take the easy path in the thing, but they're like, oh, I messed up, they go the hard path.
So it's a good question. He's saying somebody took the easy path in the beginning, and after a while, suddenly he woke up midway. That, oh, I have messed up my studies or messed up my thing. What do I do now? Good question. Give him an applause for the question. Very honest question. You see, when you realize, say for example, I had one friend of mine who never liked mathematics. He liked all other subjects. So because it was a difficult subject, he kept that book aside. He would never study till the end of the year. Suddenly he realized that now the exam is going to come and how am I going to study? He felt a great stress at that time. So he came and asked me, what do I do now? I told him that you go to the best students in mathematics. Go and sit with them. At least you have to make a pass, correct? No? So they'll give you some clue. Take some guidance from those who are faring well in that subject. Go to the teacher and tell the teacher that I didn't study well. Please guide me now. How do I study in a short period of time? Get some clue from others. But in case he failed this time, he doesn't have to get depressed. He can think that I messed it up because I took it easy in the beginning. In the coming semester, I'm going to study well. Again, make a time planning. Most of us, what we do when things are very tough, we move it aside. Those are things we should take it. I have a short video I can show you. Just you can see. Small choices become actions, actions become habits. So what will you choose? The choice is yours. So as you saw here, you know, so you saw this fellow became fat now, you saw, no? So among the choices he made, if you observe, the first fellow was eating junk food and this fellow was eating salads, correct, no? Then you saw him while going in the car, he was getting breaking news. You get only head breaking news, they have no solution for it. Isn't it? Other fellow was reading some chapter 1, chapter 2, Bhagavad Gita, finished 18 chapters, then he went to another book, like that. And this fellow was always receiving phone calls. Other fellow was cutting out the phone and attending to them in lunchtime. Didn't waste the time. He was very focused in the work, what he was doing. And so this fellow went for partying. Then another thing, what he found? What else he found? I think this fellow was, what was it? Was it Facebook or YouTube he was watching? Facebook. He just moved the, work aside. He was watching it, spending time. Other fellow took little. to-do list was just ticking, correct, no? Smartly. So in this way, you learn many things from that video you saw, good habits and versus bad habits. So the willpower to choose the good habits comes from this ABCD, which I told you today. So if any of you wish to ask me further, you can write to me. This is my website. You can see at your leisure. And I want to announce about a very important follow-up program we have, which Prabhu will tell us. Prabhu can come.
So first of all, let's express our gratitude to His Grace Radheshyam Prabhu. How related to such an important subject matter, Prabhuji gave us in a very interesting way, in just 3 letters, right? Let's see if everyone remembers. A for? A for? B for? And Z for? Yes, everyone got it. We are truly inspired to see also 75 of these young students, high schoolers, and some college going kids, and some middle schoolers also, how attentively they listen to the subject. And let's give them a huge round of applause. Over there. And we would also like to thank all the parents for taking out your time and bringing your kids. And this is actually very, very important part of our journey in our lives, right? Understanding this ABC, but also once we know the ABC, we know how to write down those letters and words and everything. So the journey continues. And for that, we would like to present a very, very special course. So this is just one life skill presented.
I show that you are this thing.
So what Prabhuji presented is very, very important life skill, right? It's willpower, how to develop willpower. And this is the actual currency for the success in life, right? If we all agree, then we have a very, very special course for you all. So this is called Discover Yourself. Discover yourself in totality, in reality, not just knowing ourselves superficially, but more to it. And what we are offering is an 8-session course. This is once a week, and in which we will be covering more such life skills.
Yes. Yeah. 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 I didn't actually prepare it. But we have 8 sessions scheduled.
So in that, we will be covering very, very important topics like, how we can develop good habits, how we can practice mantra meditation, how we can take advantage of good association, and so many other things. So there is a QR code right here on the screen. So what you can do is, you all, if you have your phones, some of the high schoolers, they get their own phones, but if not, then I would highly recommend and suggest that parents can just scan this QR code, and it's just a short form. Just put your information in. If you would like your kids to go through this course, it's a completely free course, and it's just once a week, 1.5 hours. Over there, we will be learning about 8 different important life skills.
You can ask whether they want weekdays or weekends.
Yeah. Yeah, also, we would like to ask you here, let's have a poll, because we were just thinking about it, what would be the best day to have this course. We'll definitely do it in the evenings, but how many of you and also parents can help us with this? How many of you would prefer to have this course, 8-session course on weekday evenings? weekday. It's in person. It will be happening somewhere in Glen Ellen area, and we are just trying to put this course together. But weekdays, let's see, okay, it's not many. Okay, a few weekdays, okay. Let's see, how about weekend evenings? Okay, there you go. So it's very, very clear that most of you would prefer weekend evening. So thank you very much for that. So we are doing this course together. It's the details yet to be finalized. All you can do at this point of time is just give us your information that, okay, I'm interested in taking this course, and then we finalize all the details, they will reach out to you, and then let you know the course details. Okay. With that being said, I would like to introduce you to a facilitator. So we have a very special you. You can come here for a second. So I would like to introduce you to Sanatan Gopal Prabhu. He is one of the students of his great Radheshyam Prabhu. He is from Pune, and he met Radheshyam Prabhu a few years back, and then just like you all, he attended one of such sessions, and it really, really inspired him, and he took it very seriously. He is now practicing a very pure and simple life. At the same time, he became a professional. He had his mechanical engineering degree. Then he came to US in New York, and he studied industrial engineering. He did his master's. He did his internship in Tesla, and now he is here in Richmond, and he's working for Mondelez International as a process engineer. So this is the example we want to be. This is the these this ideal we have to follow, right? So our Sanatan Gopal Prabhu will be teaching this course to you all, and it's absolutely free, and you don't have to worry about the dinner. So there will be a nice prasadam after the class. So that's our offering. We humbly request you to please take it seriously, give us your information, and then we'll get back to you. Thank you very much. Okay. Now we would like to do some more appreciation here. Many of you, around 75 kids are here, and out of all of you, many actually came to Janmashtami festival. Who all came to Shri Krishna Janmashtami? Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. And actually, you all helped us to make our Janmashtami program what a wonderful experience, right? You all had fun? Yeah, okay, so we would like to appreciate you by giving a certificate of appreciation to all the kids who helped us in Janmashtami. So His Grace Radheshyam Prabhu will be handing over the certificates really quick. So for that I request Shamna Gopika Mataji to talk about the volunteers who will be receiving the certificates.
Hare Krishna. So just for time, we have to be on time. So I will call three names. So first name you can come and repeat the conversation, and the second and third person can be Nandan Yadav Chavali.
And then good. They all did seva, is it? Thank you for it.
Jyoti Saini.
Acha, you had come for Janmashtami?
Yeah.
Good, thank you.
Darshana Kartikeyan. Naveen Vishnu Kartikeyan. Midanya Anand. Bhuvi Sri Manju,
Thank you for the service.
Deepika Manju,
Deepika. Thank you.
Radheshyam Prabhu,
Geetika. Thank you.
Nihal Satya Chinchuli, Nihal Satya,
Nihal.
Mithila Sharanan, Sankita Mehra Mehra, Adam Agarwal,
Is Samita? Thank you.
Adam Agarwal, Ankita Kasim, Vemalapalli Yuvan
Amita, thank you for the service.
Sangi Priya Venkalati, Shiva Radhapunda, Lakshita Kodapati,
Dishita. Okay, thank you.
Lakshita,
Thank you, Lakshita, for your service.
Devi Sesha Chaitanya,
Devi
Sri
Shesha.
Anil Deve,
Thank you, Devi Shesha.
Shaunak Nayak, Suresh Krishna, Satya Chaitanya Das, Suresh Krishna,
Suresh Shesha is not here.
Satya Chaitanya Das, Lasya Arapati,
Satya
Kushi
Chaitanya.
Keshavanava, Ritvik Ravina,
Thank you.
Ritvik Ravina,
Ritvik Ravi? Yeah.
Vinisha Ravina, Subramanian Maru,
Thank you for the service. Subramanian Arumugam. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. They all did service, Okay.
Thank you, thank you. I just would like to inform that if you need school volunteer hours as a non-profit organization, we can present you the school volunteer hours, so which will look good for your resume and then can help you. And then also we offer the scout project activities. So if you have any scouting project in your school, then you can form a group and then you can come to us, then we can engage you in a very, very nice project like a gardening project or something. So please feel free to do that. Now we have dinner for everyone. And before that, we would like to just inform you that we have a book booth over here. Like A, B, C, D is Bhagavad Gita. So we have copies of Bhagavad Gita and then few other books based on Bhagavad Gita if you would like to look at. And at the same time, yesterday was just one second. Yesterday was Bhadra Purnima, and many of your parents actually got Srimad Bhagavatam. So we would like to present Srimad Bhagavatam by the hands of Radheshyam Prabhu. So you can call out the names of all the parents who took the Bhagavatam text.
Acha, is it?
Satya and Sirisha Garu,
Oh, good. Wonderful. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yeah. You come for the weekly classes, you come, is it? Yeah, we come. Yeah. He'll take, you will take for you. Catch like this? Like this. Yes. Hare Krishna.
Venkat Ramana and Sriram Garu.
Let's go. Venkat. Venkat Ramana. Hare Krishna.
Priyanka Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Good. You start reading Bhagavatam now.
Lakshmi. Lakshmi Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mata. Very good.
Shreya Mataji is getting Srimad Bhagavatam and she also invited Children and Srikantika to
Hare
her home.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Oh, you're taking both? Very good. Very good. Covered now? That's good.
And please collect your dinner Prashadam boxes and the reception. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare, thank you. What's your name?
He's Vivan.
Okay.
Yeah, he's Kulshekhar and Matna's very close friend.
Oh,
He plays cricket and very, very smart boy.
he asked today